Hey everyone, um, this is my weekend cooking routine. Um, my daughter was coming home, so I was getting ready for some of her favorite food. Um, so I'm just planning to make biryani, lasagna, and some of the meat stew that she likes. So I'm just gonna share a couple of some quick videos that I shot. Not in detail. I'll try to put the recipe in the description. But as you can see that I saute the onion to an extent that they are just got like brown, not too brown, just like translucent brown, and then with some olive oil. So almost like a 3/4 of a cup of olive oil, 2 large-sized onion, and 2 big tomatoes. So this is what I'm just going to cook them. I want to make sure that the tomatoes are well cooked, and then here I am putting the 12 pieces chicken. um, the pieces should be small, they should be not large for my biryani. And I'm just going to cook them until they become you know um, cooked halfway through. So as you can see, I'm mixing it up, everything. And I already put, I'm not sure that did I shot the video of putting ginger and garlic in it. So, and this is the spice mix that I use. It's called Sindhi Biryani by Sean. So I'm just going to put all of that packet, since I'm planning to make for 3 cups of rice. And here I'm cooking more, and in the next pot I'm adding up the water with the with some cumin and some salt. And I always add on some of the spices like black pepper, cumin, and a little bit more salt in my mixture that I'm cooking biryani. And once I wanted to make sure that all the basic spices that I'm adding with some green chili, that I have put a whole large green chili in it. So here I'm cooking the masala thoroughly. I want to make sure the chicken is almost like 70% cooked, and you can see that all the oil is coming out from that mixture. And when all the mixture start becoming thick, and you can see the oil is coming out, and it is kind of like a sticky in um, in like texture. And I'm going to turn off it. And meanwhile I'm cooking my biryani, I plan to make my sauce for my lasagna. And in that pot I have cooked almost a cup of minced meat, and I add on 1 whole jar of spaghetti sauce. And then I add on some onion powder, some garlic powder. If you have oregano, you can put that. And I'm layering my sauce with the ready-made oven already cooked those pasta sheets. So I have a pan that perfectly fits those 3 sheets, so I'm just going to layer. And this is the pasta sheets that I'm using. They are pre-cooked, and that doesn't have to be boiled. So this is very easy, and it's an easy cooked meal. And as you can see, I'm layering it. First I'm going to layer that pasta sauce, then my lasagna sheets, and I'm going to put some ricotta on the top, and just spread that ricotta out all over. And just try to spread it evenly on all of the lasagna sheets. So when it is cooked, it is thoroughly covered up with all the layers of pasta sauce, ricotta cheese, and then people use different kind of blends of cheese, but I always keep in handy the Mexican blend. This is what I'm showing you, that what I use, and I'm just going to layer that on the top, and and then I'm just going to repeat the process again, and this is how I'm just going to layer it up, my pasta, and after that you can see I'm layering it with my pasta sauce that has meat in it, and just going to repeat the process again. And you can just make it in advance and just layer it and freeze it, and whenever you are ready, it is just going to be a very quick fix, and you can put that in the oven for 350 degree, and for good 45 to 50 minutes. It depends how big the dish is. I believe mine one is 8 by 10, if I'm not sure, and it's a ceramic dish, and it will take almost 45 to 50 minutes to cook. And I'm just going to cover it up with some foil later on, and it's I usually add on some vegetables, but this time my daughter requested not to put any vegetable, so I would just layer like a layer of eggplant, like thinly sliced layer of eggplant, and I'm going to bake that eggplant, and then I'm going to spread it out. But over here I'm just making it with a meat sauce, and it is as good as without vegetables. And right now I'm just trying to fill up the whole big 8 by 10 dish with all the layers, and I'm just going to do that, bake it in the oven. Here comes the lasagna, and I think after that I made a potato and meat stew, which I have not captured the whole recipe, but I'm just going to give you a rough idea how I made it. It's called like in our language it's called aloo gosht. Aloo is a potato and gosht is like a meat. So, and I'm just going to share the next recipe with you in a while, and now I think I'm just putting the leftover sauce and just repeating the process again. It was delicious, and you know my daughter and her friend took it with her, and you can just as I said, you can slice it up, put them in a freezer, and you can cook them whenever you're ready. So here comes the rest of the cheese, and the top layer should have more cheese because we are going to cook it, and it looks very good when you have like a good layer of cheese on the top of that lasagna. It's a simple recipe, there is not too much fancy about it. It's for I usually keep one dish which everybody can eat, the people who don't like spicy food. So it's a good dish to add in your dawat, or when you have people coming over. Some people just don't like the spices, so that would be a staple dish for them. I showed you the garlic, and over here I'm showing you the spices that I put in that